Good morning, guys. Good morning. So this is going to be a different video, and we're going to talk about a little bit of crypto. And this is replying to a comment. Hold on, let me give me something to drink first. Woof. Okay, got my coffee, and in a minute I will do a AMC market prediction, price prediction for today. All right, so there was a comment yesterday, and the person wanted to know. Let me put you guys right here, and I need to roll down my window. So the person wanted to know. They wanted to know my thoughts on Ethereum, and is this a good entry point at these lows? So this is not financial advice, by the way. This is something that you need to think about. Okay. One of the you need to try to find patterns within crypto or any stock, and you also need to look at what's going on around you, around the world, and how that all ties in together. So, for example, everyone knows that Bitcoin is the father of all coins. They know the market, the crypto market, pretty much follows Bitcoin. If Bitcoin dips, makes a hard dip, most of crypto is going to dip. If Bitcoin runs up, make a big run up, a lot of cryptos will follow. Okay. So, with that being said, sometimes they break out and some cryptos do their own thing, like Sheep, Dogecoin, those other kind of meme coins, they do their own thing sometimes. But a lot of the times, all cryptos follow. They move up with Bitcoin. So people will watch Bitcoin to decide what moves and what they're going to do with these other coins if they're scalping or trading. They watch Bitcoin. Like most people watch the SPY when they're trading stocks. You know, they watch the SPY. If it goes up or down, then that determines on which way the other stocks are going to go. Because the SPY is like a group of a lot of stocks in one, and you can kind of judge which way the market's going. So Bitcoin, I guess I can't say Bitcoin is like exactly like the SPY because it's not a group of a bunch of coins, which I don't know. Crypto is very confusing. Okay, crypto is confusing, and then there's forks of Bitcoin. There's Bitcoin Cash and Bitcoin Gold and all this other stuff. But it does make you wonder, why if Bitcoin is really its own entity, its own thing, why in the world are all the other coins following it? Like, you really have to think about this. But that's totally different conversation. Got another video. But anyway, okay. Is it a good entry point for Ethereum? These are my thoughts, okay? So what you want to do, like I said, Bitcoin, use this for an example. Take out a Bitcoin chart. Here it is right here. Let's zoom out. Let's go out about year to date. Let's go out 1 year. No, let's go out 5 years. Let's look at this chart. Back here, Bitcoin in December 15, 2017, Bitcoin started taking off, and it got to 19,000. But it started back here at 2,000. Then it went to 19. Then it had this cool off period where it started slowly coming down to 8,000, 6,000. And remember, the prior low was 2,000. So it got back. It's possible that it hit 2,000, a high 2,000, but it stayed right above the 2,000 now. I thought I seen the 2, but there's probably a 2,000 in there. But it kind of hung around at 3,000, 4,000, and it did that for about a year. Yeah, for about a year, 2 years, and it kind of went up to 6,000, and then it went to 9, and then 2020 is when a lot of things were going on, so Bitcoin started going up. But right here are cycles. Like here's a high, then we came down to the low, then it started rising again. This is like a little slight high, and then it came down again, and then it started rising up again. So look at a Bitcoin chart history and see how these cycles run, okay? And sometimes there's a longer gap when ETH or Ethereum or Bitcoin goes into like a bearish stage. A lot of coins will follow, and they will go into this stage where they come down to the lowest point or very close to the low point, and then they just pretty much go bearish and they just sleep. It could last a year. It could last almost a year and a half or 2 years, and then eventually it's going to go back up. It's most likely going to go back up. It will go back up. It's just over time. It depends on the time frame on how long it's going to take and what's going on. So let's go ahead and zoom out to the max, and you see how we was up here, came down, up here, then we came down, then we started going back up again, and this is 2021. We was at 58,000, and then it started tanking back down in July, and then we ran back up, and now starting to head back down. So it appears, since everything's going on in the market, it appears that we're going to head back down. Okay, it may turn around. It may not even drop back down. It's already past this low point right here, this 32,000. We're at 19,000 right now, or 20,000 for today. I'm already predicting that it's going to head back down close to like 10,000, somewhere between 10 and let me get it, between 10 and 17. That's where I think it's going to head, and I'll be very, very surprised if it gets down to 6,000. It could go down to like 9,000. Okay, let's just say low end 9,000. Between 9,000 and 16, 17,000. I think that's where it's going to try to lie right there. So when it does that, keep in mind, all year long people were saying Bitcoin is going to hit 100,000, and they've been saying this for a couple of years, even when it was at this lowest point and it rised up again. I do believe when Bitcoin comes back to its highest point again and start heading back up, I do believe that year, whatever year it does that, we're going to see very close to 100,000. Like, because it already hit 60 or 70,000 at one point. We're most likely going to see on the next bull run, we're going to see Bitcoin go up to like 80, 90,000, and we probably, when it gets to 90,000, it's going to be a lot of resistance. Okay, because honestly, who can afford one Bitcoin at $90,000? Not me. So you're gonna see a lot of resistance up there, and it may start to continue to go up. And if it starts to run again and get up to 100,000, then there's gonna be like some big institutions probably gonna buy in and write it up, and then they're gonna sell it again. That's what I think is gonna happen, because everybody's had this number in the head of 100,000 for a Bitcoin, and when it even approaches that, there's gonna be some people selling. And there's going to be some people that have made a lot of money and going to be millionaires. But that's my thought. So plain and simple, just pay attention to these dips and cycles. And when you think we're close to the lowest point, then that's probably when you should enter. That's what I'm waiting on. I do feel like the market is going to go a little bit lower. I do feel like Bitcoin is going to go lower. Cryptocurrency is going to go lower. But it is at a low point, and it's not a bad idea to start averaging down. Like, you think it's low now, then you purchase some. If you think it's going to get a little bit lower, which I think it's going to get a little bit lower, and when it drops down again, I'm going to buy some more. It doesn't mean you sell what you previously bought and then buy it back again lower. Just average down, because treat it like a savings account. But I can go on and on about crypto. I have another video to make, and yeah, so there's the answer to that. See you in the next one, guys. Peace.